Good day, mates. How are you today? Hmm. When you're traveling, I got an email from Robert in Fresno. Remember Robert? He's the artist, and I stayed with him. He stayed in his driveway, and on my trip across America this past summer. And Robert emailed me or messaged me on Facebook. Excuse me a moment. Meeting my muffin. Robert messaged me, and he was complimenting me or admiring me, whatever, on my ability to travel as I do for prolonged periods of time because traveling can be stressful, etc. And as I start my day today, I find myself thinking, when you're traveling about, you have good days, you have bad days, you have challenging days, you have, exhilarating days. And Today, the last couple of days has been somewhat challenging for me. And I say that because, I checked in to I'll tell you, one of the challenges about traveling, particularly with Airbnb and living on the road, so to speak. So I went and I'm only going to say this because I know Vicky's not going to be watching this video. And, mm, when you look at pictures, when you go on Airbnb and you look at pictures of a listing, you get this vision in your head about what the place is like, and sometimes you're spot on. Other times the pictures aren't really that accurate, and then other times the place is just beyond belief. And with Vicky, she represented her home as being a luxury home, and a nice jacuzzi and all that kind of stuff. And I allowed my head to I allowed myself to get carried away in thinking I was going to be living in some upscale neighborhood and or staying in some upscale neighborhood in a sparkling clean jacuzzi and the whole nine yards. And it wasn't. And this is not to take anything away from Vicky at all. Vicky from what little interaction I had with her, she's really an angel, a very, very special lady, beautiful heart, beautiful soul. Um, but when I showed up there, I was going to stay for 3 nights, and I just planned on working, and there was no internet. Her internet was, I don't know, she lived on an island. You had to take a ferry to get to her house, and she lived on an island, and there was just there was no internet. And even if there were internet, then it would have probably been a problem because she lives alone. Her husband died, and she wants company. She wants company, and as a matter of, she's renting. She's doing the Airbnb thing in an effort to, unfortunately, help save her home. And her husband was significantly older than her, probably 20 years older than her, or 15 years older than her. She met her husband when he was 82. He died 5 years later at 87. And it's one of these situations where the children are trying to take over the home and all this kind of stuff. It's just a mess. It really is. It's just a mess. So I was able to get out of the 3 nights, and and I found my way down here to where I'm at. And this is not a bad place. I mean, for all things considering, this place I'm staying. I uploaded a video called The Cove. All things considering, it's a nice place. It's quiet. It's clean. It's got, it's spacious. The problem that I'm having once again is the internet. I'm having a problem with the internet, and it's a little bit of a challenge. It's not now the internet works, but as far as uploading videos and all that kind of stuff, it's just I'm staying in a loft, if you will, which is away from the house where the internet is. So I'm using the internet from the house. So anyway, I just need to, life is a lesson. You learn as you go. And I just need to be a little bit more diligent in reaching out to the host before I book, and being specific with my needs and expectations and what have you. But anyway, so I keep reaching for my muffin. I probably shouldn't be eating this, I shouldn't. Hmm. I shouldn't be eating this, but anyway, so I had booked 4 nights here at this accommodation, thinking I just need a place to work, etc. And I got the hostess, the woman here. I got her to agree to let me to cancel 2 nights early. So Airbnb is really good about that. They look at your account. One moment. Okay. So I got a call coming in. I got to take this call. It's from Denise. Denise, I met Denise on a boat in Auckland, and she's a nurse, an esthetician nurse or something here in where I'm staying. But anyway, long story short, I got to go find myself a new place. And I looked at Sydney, going down to Sydney, but I don't know that I want to go into the big city. And I'm going to look. I'm using my reward points for my credit card instead of Airbnb, and I'm going to look for a nice place somewhere along. If there's anybody that's familiar with Australia, uh, this particular part of Australia, maybe Denise. I'm going to spend the day with Denise today in the central or Nelson Bay. But maybe if anybody out there has any ideas, between Newcastle and Sydney, I was just looking online, and it looks like there's some pretty nice properties that I can choose from as far as staying for a while. But anyway, so it looks like I'm going to stay in the Sydney area, or the Central Coast area for this coming week. And then the following week, I'm going to begin my trip over towards Melbourne and Canberra. And then I'd like to reach Melbourne and visit Carlo the following weekend, which would be what, next weekend or 2 weekends from now, something like that. Anyway, all right, but I got to run. Denise is waiting for me, and what a joy that's gonna be. I've never met her before. I've never met her, and it'll be nice. It's nice to be so far away from home and have somebody that's kind enough to want to spend some time with you and show you around. So that's gonna be nice. I had an awesome day yesterday. Kangaroos galore, kangaroos and flight drones and all that good stuff. And I went to the koala hospital. I did a video of the koala hospital. I did a video of just all types of great stuff. But again, it's just the internet speed. I can't upload the videos. So anyway, with all that being said, I need to get on with my day. I was reading a book called How Not to Diet, or listening to a book, How Not to Diet. My brother turned me on to it, and boy, I would recommend it. It's a fascinating. You listen to this book about the evolution of food and food processing and all this type of stuff, and marketing and food and health and everything. And it's just a fascinating book. So anyway, I need to run. Everybody have a great day.